I decided that I am going to give the commencement address. And I'm going to build on some of the themes that Morgan just talked about. I will admit that this makes me a little nervous, even though I give talks, many talks, each week in this job. But then I thought back on my college graduation from Tulane University in New Orleans 33 years ago, and I remembered that my parents and grandparents were there, that I was commissioned into the United States Army later that afternoon. I even remembered that we ate at Delmonico's restaurant after the ceremony. I remembered the name of my girlfriend, even I haven't seen her in the last 33 years. But I had no memory of who the speaker was or anything he or she said. That was a very liberating thought, as I now remember that almost no one here will remember anything I say, or maybe even that I was here. So with that thought, let me begin by sharing my theme with you today: the importance of lifelong learning. Said another way, whether you continue your formal education or not after today, none of you should be finished learning. You can't be if you want to live fulfilling lives. And since you must continue to learn after leaving college, I thought I would share with you some of the things I have learned in the last 33 years since I completed my formal education. Some are supposed to be humorous. If they are, you can laugh. Remember, they are my thoughts. You don't have to agree with any of them. Here we go. Number one, regularly eat Andy's frozen custard. As you get older, at least do it occasionally. Never buy a timeshare. You can never sell it. It will cost you several $1,000s to unload it. I learned that watching my parents try to sell a timeshare they bought in Las Vegas. It's painful. Work hard. There is really no free ride in life, and those who don't work hard eventually pay for that lifestyle. Get a smoke alarm. Replace the batteries regularly. Remember that in this day of cell phone cameras, everyone is a reporter. If you're the one taking the photographs or the video, you may be the subject of photographs or video tomorrow. Be kind. 3 dogs are too many to own at one time, especially if they all sleep in the same bed with you. Enough said. Don't share everything on social media. But I do encourage you to follow me on Twitter, @Clif Smart, 1F, and feel free to tweet about this talk. Give me your feedback at the end. Use your turn signal to change lanes. That's apparently a rule even at 6 in the morning when you're passing a state trooper going under the speed limit on the interstate, and you're the only 2 cars on the road. It's true that life is a marathon, not a sprint, but don't be afraid to sprint from time to time. You'll know when it's time to sprint. Trust your instincts. Travel. You will develop a new perspective on life and the world. Don't live on your cell phone. Turn it off occasionally. Don't take it to every meeting. Don't take it out to dinner with friends. Take notes on your job. You can do that on your cell phone. There's nothing more frustrating for your boss than to give you an assignment and you forget about it or remember it differently. Vote, especially this year. Vote. There are issues out there that matter. Let your voices be heard. Vote for people that inspire you. There's still some of them out there. Go to a Jimmy Buffett concert. I do it out of town for obvious reasons. And remember the social media posting advice from earlier in the speech. Sit outside when you can, even if you have allergies like I do. Visit your families often. Your parents and later your grown children can be your best friends. Find a mentor. Then later in your career, return the favor and serve as a mentor for someone else. Read. Mark Twain said a person who won't read has no advantage over a person who can't read. And he was right. One of the books I read last year was Love Works by Joel Manby. It's helped me become a better leader and a better person. Here's one of his observations I'll share with you. Every time you interact with someone, you make their day better or worse. Always try to make it better. Don't be afraid of people who are different from you. A life lived in fear isn't really worth living. Listen to music. In fact, listen to a lot of music and at least occasionally listen to jazz. And go to the New Orleans Jazz Fest at least once in your life. You will never forget that experience. Give back. Give back to your community and to your university. Those who came before you have done so. It's now your turn. Develop a personal relationship with God. If you gave that relationship up while you're in college, restart it. Know where the water shutoff valve is in your house or apartment. In fact, learn that as soon as you moved in. I learned the importance of that last year when our heater failed and pipes froze, then burst. See the glass as half full, not half empty. Be positive even in tough situations, like when your pipes are frozen and water is flowing into your living room. Listen to your spouse. He or she will almost always be right. My wife, Gail, wrote that one for me. Get things done. Doesn't that sound simple? Get things done. But I sometimes marvel at people who achieve virtually nothing during a day. Judge the character of people by the way they treat their waiters and waitresses. Never lie about anything, no matter how small. Do something bold. Sometime in your life, do something really bold. Send handwritten notes of appreciation, thank you cards. Tell people you care about them, appreciate what they did or didn't do. They will notice that you took the time to write a personal handwritten note. Perform at least one random act of kindness each day, and try to do it in a way that no one knows it was you. Don't procrastinate. I meant to tell you that earlier, but I put it off. Don't let great be the enemy of good, but don't let good be the enemy of great. Every once in a while, swing for the fences. You'll know when the time is right. Trust your instincts. Clean out your dryer vent filter at least once a week. Be yourself, imperfections at all. Nobody likes someone who's fake, and over time, people can tell if you're genuine. And the final thing on my list is this. When you get to be my age, never let anyone convince you to put on makeup and wig to promote a concert. The picture will follow you literally the rest of your life. Again, congratulations on obtaining your diplomas. Good luck in your careers.